One level to rule them all. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here. And in today's video, Bitcoin just needs to rally a little bit farther before we are very confident that we're going to all-time high. Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race, and the US stock market is taking a tumble. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why a major rally is probably coming to Bitcoin soon, but some of the narrative has just changed in a very dramatic way over the last 24 hours. If you want to see where Bitcoin's going next, then you found the right video, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. The Bitcoin market has been on a major rally over the last 2 weeks following Bitcoin's bottom here at about $53,000. In those last couple of weeks, as this recovery has been going on, we have been becoming increasingly more bullish. And now only one thing stands between us and calling for the all-time high to begin. Now, to be clear, we've been talking about Bitcoin going on a rally relatively soon to hit all-time high since back here, but there's only one last major confirmation that we need before we can really start getting excited about a $75,000, $80,000, or $85,000 Bitcoin. And that would be the confirmed buy signal on LUX ALGO. As you can see, we have a buy signal that came in here on the 14th of July, 2024, which was a Sunday, although it has not been confirmed with green trend catcher yet. We need to see this trend catcher turn green because then the buy signal will be in our favor. And as we know from history, this is an incredibly powerful signal that LUX ALGO has put out, especially when both of them are in confluence, which right now the buy signal has not been backed up by a green trend catcher. We still need to see that. Furthermore, Bitcoin has, as of yet, failed to break through the VRVP point of control decisively. You see, this is like a mountain peak, and Bitcoin is like water. Should you rain down on the top of a mountain, depending on which side of the mountain you fall, determines which direction you will go, whether east or west. In our case here, Bitcoin sits right on top of the VRVP, right there at the summit. We don't really know whether we're going to slide down to the bullish ocean or down towards the bearish ocean, but what we do know is that in this decision, a decision will eventually be made, and Bitcoin will start moving in one direction or the other, and this is the final straw. Bitcoin has climbed all the way up the mountain, and now we just need to see if it's going to start falling down the mountain up here in the direction of $75,000 to $80,000. And if so, then that is where we have momentum in our favor. Bitcoin had to work hard to get to where it is now, but the rest of the way towards all-time high and beyond would actually be relatively easy so long as we're able to clear the next couple of $1,000s and get up towards 68 and stay on the bullish side of the point of control, which currently sits at about $67,000. Doing so, of course, would also give us our green confirmation from LUX ALGO's trend catcher, which would confirm the buy signal, helping us rally all the way up towards new bullish price targets, which could be as high as $85,000. And I do believe that's going to happen. I think we're going to have a major rally coming in over the next couple of weeks, and I do think that Bitcoin will be knocking on $75,000 door before long, breaking all-time high and moving towards 100 as we reach the end of 2024, moving on into 2025. But some of the confidence that we had in the uptrend on Bitcoin has now evaporated because this guy decided he'd rather be playing bingo. Look, no disrespect to President Joe Biden. I absolutely believe it is important for us to pray for our leaders, although to Biden's credit, he or somebody near him realized, look, man, you're just getting old. I'm gonna be old too, but you're not sounding coherent anymore. You really need to step aside and let somebody younger come along and try and run the nation. So on Sunday, Biden released a post on X, a letter saying that he would not be running for president anymore, and he was dropping out of the campaign for the first time that an incumbent president has ever dropped out of a general election in the history of the United States. Kamala Harris, his vice president, has been endorsed by Joe Biden, and so now we're seeing a potential race between President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. We don't know how that's going to play out, but something to keep in mind is that much of Donald Trump's rhetoric against Joe Biden being old and senile and out of shape and, applesauce brain, basically, was what people have been calling him. That's going to turn around on him now because Kamala Harris is 19 years younger than Trump, and with Biden out of the race, Trump is now the oldest presidential candidate in the history of the country. So whereas 72 hours ago, many people were making bets that Trump was going to win. The betting odds were like 75% that Trump was going to win and beat Biden. That now changes because the narrative has completely upended itself. You went from having a weak candidate who did not have the mental capacity to actually debate to having a state-level attorney general, federal prosecutor running against Donald Trump with Trump's whole legal conundrum here. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. A federal prosecutor who obviously is very good at debate against Donald Trump, who's got this felony record. You've got the gender and racial identity politics card going on. She would be the first Black, Asian American, and female president all at the same time. So that's going to be something that they're going to run against Trump. And of course, again, the whole "you're old, you can't think straight" thing is now going to turn right back around on Trump. And so the reason that I bring all this up is because it impacts markets. Many people, many companies were anticipating Biden running against Trump, Trump winning in a landslide, and so they've been planning their business strategy accordingly. Well, now that Biden has dropped out, we're once again in a state of uncertainty, and the stock market doesn't really know how to react to this. Are we going to go into a big rally because Trump's coming in and we can plan for his policies? Well, now we don't know whether it's going to be Trump, Kamala, Michelle Obama, your mama, who knows? We really have no idea. We've never seen anything like this happen before, and honestly, we don't even know if Kamala's going to get the nomination. She probably will, but we don't actually know that. What we do know is that uncertainty is never a good thing for markets, so as this news is... well, it's going to be big news for the next 15 weeks until Election Day. That's going to bring uncertainty into the stock market and into Bitcoin, which will overall be a bearish force on these spaces. For that reason, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned because I'm going to be keeping you updated on everything going on in cryptocurrency markets. I'll be talking about the politics and the debate, and I'm not going to get super polarized. There's a bunch of hatred and bitterness and just meanness that is going on in politics. I'm not interested in getting into that. I'll talk about the issues. You guys can probably guess on what I believe on a lot of them, but ultimately, it does impact markets. So we're going to talk about it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and it will keep you guys updated. Also, if you have not already, make sure to sign up for BlowFin because until July 25th, which is a few days from now, when you sign up and deposit, you will get 15% cash back in a futures bonus. So sign up, deposit, get 15% cash back, make free money. It's that simple. And here's the reason that you ought to sign up for BlowFin, because it is the best cryptocurrency exchange for doing your actual trading. If you come onto their spot market here, you can see that they've got a great user interface and they've got everything that you need to do your trading. They've even got TradingView integration, which is awesome because you can do your TradingView charting, which you're familiar with, right here in BlowFin. How cool is that? You can set your take profit stop losses with the exact same functionality that you find in TradingView, all in the same page without having to switch back and forth and back and forth. You can do it all together right here, even maximizing the pain like this so you can get a nice TradingView style chart. On top of that, when you come into futures, you do actually have access to leverage trading if you choose to go that route. It does go up to 150 though, so please be very careful with leverage, but if you're going to use leverage trading, I think this is the best place to do it. You can also come over here and get set up with some trading bots. They got a bunch of bots they're working on, which are really interested. I haven't done a lot with trading bots, but I've heard some people have had some success with them, so make sure to check that out as well. If you have not already signed up for BlowFin, then you should. Links down below. Check it out. Sign up. Really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for more content, and before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.